watching my birthday video, you might have noticed the beautiful looking chocolate, vanilla, strawberry cheesecake that I made for myself. So I'm going to share that recipe with you today. It's very similar to the chocolate strawberry recipe I have here, but I have changed a few things and I've made it even better than it was before, if that's possible. Let's go. I'm telling you, the minor changes that I've made have made a huge difference in this. So in here I've got 200 grams of shortbread cookies that I wait, English, let's not start with this, okay, that I pulsed in the food processor, and I have it looking like sand. Add 50 grams of melted butter. Wait, should have told you guys first. I've preheated the oven on 180 because we're gonna bake the crust this time. I've realized that it keeps it crispier for longer and it doesn't get soggy. So making sure the butter is distributed equally throughout. Now they look like wet sand. Grabbed my 18 centimeter springform cake tin, baking paper as it's gonna be getting this no bake cheesecake out of the tin easier. Getting that into a circle. I know I've showed you this before in case you haven't seen it. You just fold it into a triangle like that, and then again into a triangle, kind of like when you fold airplanes, and over again, and one more time until you get sharper, skinnier triangle. And then you're gonna find the center of your pan and measure from the center towards the end of the pan, and that's where you cut it off, and abracadabra, you get a circle. Oh, she's smart. Place that in here, get the base in there, let the base drop. Then using the back of the spoon, I'm gonna press it down, and I'm going a bit along the sides this time. My hands are gonna be better. I'm not trying to get a uniform looking side. And then we're gonna, oh, that's freeze. Now I'm gonna place this in the oven and bake it for about 15 minutes. Now the next amendment that I've made to this recipe is that I have pressed my tofu, which helps with the excess liquid that you have in the tofu. The tofu I'm using is a soft tofu. It's not silken tofu. I get it from the Asian store, Korean store, Market Kokoro. So it's not particularly firm tofu. See, it's not particularly firm tofu. It still is a bit soft, but it's not silken tofu too. I pressed it overnight. As you can see, this is the lid of the scuff tin, what's this called, the container, Tupperware, whatever you want to call it. And then I placed paper towel underneath, placed another paper towel up top, this on top, and weighed it down. And then I let that go overnight. 450 grams of soft tofu. Oh, the biscuits are ready. That took about 5 minutes. Set them aside, let them cool down. 150 grams of icing sugar. You need vanilla. I would advise you to get the best quality vanilla you can get. I'm going in with a teaspoon of that. If you're using vanilla essence, go in with 2 teaspoons of that. 2 tablespoons of vinegar, which is the acid, which is going to give us the sourness that you get in cheese, cream cheese. And I will say this again, in this tofu cheesecake recipe, salt is the what? Salt is integral. Thou must add salt, 1/4 teaspoon, but I'm gonna eyeball it. I'm gonna whisk this up over there off camera and come back. There we have it, whisked up until I got it as smooth as possible. I need 200 mils of this whipped cream. And it goes. I'm gonna whip it up to stiff-ish peaks. Done. We got soft peaks. Lied. Soft peaks. And then I'm gonna fold in the cremor. Do it in batches. Airiness. Changing the form of that tofu. You can see already it's lighter, way lighter. Second batch, I'm doing it in 3 batches. This is what folding is. You're not vigorously mixing it in because you don't want to knock out the air that you've already incorporated. The rest of the cream goes in. I can't believe I'm in my baking era. Like, I'm about to shoot a lot more baking content. And then you got the crust. Add these to the crust. That goes in. Spread it out. You want to get it as level as possible. How dreamy though. Tofu can be anything you want it to be. And then I'm going to set this in the fridge while we prepare our mousse. Moving right along to the chocolate mousse. Use 1.5. Let's check. 1.5. 1.5. This is 80, right? The packaging says 80, but that was 90. Beacon, what you got going on? 140 grams of chocolate is gonna get melted in the microwave. When melting chocolate in the microwave, make sure to melt it in. My brain is mashed potato today. Make sure to melt it in 1-minute intervals. So I need 100 ml of dairy-free whipping cream that doesn't tear up the stomach, which we love over here, and it tastes just like dairy. 100 ml of that. You're gonna whip that also. Okay. Yep, you stop at this point when it's still liquidy. Putting in the melted chocolate. This cream doesn't do well being heated up, so it's not the type of cream that you can heat up. Don't do it. It splits. What's that? She is stiff right now. We're gonna lighten her up yet again. We're gonna need to lighten that mousse up so it's mousse-like. What I'm using is the liquid of chickpea water. What? The liquid of chickpea water. Chickpea liquid. 60 mils of chickpea water. Whip that up using get in there. I'm using the one whisk. Well, damn. Something about aquafaba, it takes way too long to whip up. Yeah, honey, we got it. This is the air that we're looking for. Nice and airy. Adding this to this. Half went in. The rest goes in. And there you have your moussey cream and chocolate. Don't be like me and not melt your chocolate completely, because that's exactly what I did. Then I'm gonna add this to the top of these. Spread it out. Smooth once more because we're gonna add some strawberries to the top. Look at that beauty. Look at that beauty. Now all that's left for me to do is cling wrap this and set it in the fridge for about, that's Milo, for about 6 hours. I'm gonna do it for longer than 6 hours. See you guys tomorrow when you finish this off. It is the next day of making our cheesecake with chocolate mousse and fresh strawberries on top. I could actually call that a Napolitana cheesecake because all the flavors are there. And so today what we're going to do is slice our strawberries, put them on top, and there's a secret that chefs do to make the berries or fruit on top of a dessert all glossy, and that is jam. I got apricot jam. You have to use like a jam that's smooth, I just got apricot jam. I'm getting a tablespoon. I'll probably need less of that in there in a pot. Yes, we do store our apricot jam in the butter containers. And to that, I am adding some water. I would say it's equal parts. You just want to be able to brush it on top of the, I nearly said veggies, over the fruit. So I'm putting that on the stove today. And I'll have a punnet of straws, and I want to clean them first. Remove the tops, slice in half. Let me get the cheesecake out the fridge. Our masterpiece, it is set. I always get nervous getting things out of this because anything could go wrong. Trying to loosen it out of the pan by running the knife along the side of the pan. Let's say a prayer. The moment of truth. We did it, Joe. We did it, Joe. I did get a bit left in there, but she looks stunning. Now it's time for one of the most nerve-wracking parts, getting rid of the paper underneath and transferring this from the tin to the cake stand. Very nerve-wracking. Oh my gosh, I made the paper too short. I don't have paper to grab on. There it is. Let me get a knife to help me forklift this. There we go. Hand this under. Getting rid of the paper. Another hand under. Oh, it's quite sturdy. Place on there. We did it! Decorate the Popeye. Putting the strawberries on like that. I'm just placing the strawberries right across, and the birds have arrived. They have arrived. The guests of honor have arrived. French patissiere, call your girl. And voila. Now we're gonna brush. I've dissolved it to a liquid like that. Brush the strawberries. So if we can get bigger strawberries, do that. They are more impressive. And there we have it. Look at how shiny these are. Isn't she pretty? I'm trying to figure out a slice that you guys are gonna see everything. You have to maneuver around the strawberries. Slice through to the crust, and then clean your knife so you get nice slices. Pull it out. And voila. Did I drop it on that side? Yes, I wanted it to sit flat on its back. Oh no, I'm making a mess. It's okay. And there we have it, my chocolate cheesecake deliciousness. Look at how airy this is. I hope you enjoyed the video and you make your own. Please remember to press the like icon. Thank you for joining me on Manosi Eats. See you again next time. Bye bye.